Hi, it's me, Susan G. Someone once said a captain who does not know where he wants to sail, there is no wind on earth that will bring him there. Well, in business, it's the same. If we don't know where we want our future business to come from, we won't ever find it. Debbie Renna-Hines, the CEO of Awesomeness, will be instructing us at the Money Making Summit in May on how to use Craig Proctor's system to identify and target where our future business is going to come from. We can't just sit back and hope it comes from somewhere. Just like Oliver Wendell Holmes said, to reach a port, we must sail, sometimes with the wind and sometimes against it. But we must not drift or lie at anchor. So here's what Debbie has to say.
Hi everybody, Debbie Renna-Hines here, and it is an absolutely beautiful day here in Rochester, New York. The sun is shining and it couldn't be better. A little windy, but you know what? When you're out sailing, that's a good thing. You want that to happen. So I'm standing here at the Rochester Yacht Club, and behind me is what we call the East Basin. And these places over here where boats go, they're called slips. Now, a year ago, I didn't know that they were called slips. I just figured that's where you just put your boat. But I started taking an interest in sailing and realized that in order to sail, you had to learn some key components. And every time I go out sailing, the captain of the boat, he has a checklist of different things he goes through. There are words like ropes are not ropes, they're called lines. Putting a boat in the water is launching it. Taking it out of the water is getting a haul out. So you learned these things in order to be a proficient sailor. As well as when you're out on the open seas, it's not that you just put up your sail. You have to watch the direction of the way the wind is blowing on the water in order to catch the wind in your sails. So what does this have to do with real estate? Well, prior to Craig Proctor, I had absolutely no systems in place. And I just used to go every day. You know, what's that expression? I let the tail wag the dog, or the whatever it is. But anyway, I always get those metaphors crazy mixed up. But I didn't really know every day how my business was going to come in. Once I started the Craig Proctor system, I now had systems in place, and now I knew where my business was coming in every day. What does that have to do with sailing? Well, you know, there were many times when I missed birthday parties, my kids' baseball games, and before my family got involved in the business, it was just crazy. But once I started working with Craig and his team, I started time blocking and really making sure that I was accountable for every minute of the day. And this way, I have more time to spend with my family and more time to do the things that I really enjoy, as now it's part of the sailing, or just enjoying my family and also having them in our business. So until we see each other again, fair winds and smooth sailing.
So in order to chart our course and travel the stormy seas of real estate, you need to be at the Craig Proctor System Money Making Summit. Go and register now. And remember, work like a captain and play like a pirate.